Orochimaru stood in front of Kakashi and said, "I'm sorry, but I didn't come here to meet you. I came for the boy behind you." Kakashi replied, "Why do you want Sasuke?" Orochimaru answered, "To take the same left eye as yours. I too want the power of the Sharingan." Kakashi asked, "What are your goals?" Orochimaru replied, "I want to build my own village, and to achieve that, I need many allies. Sasuke will be the most important among them, unlike the others, who are merely pawns." Orochimaru began to approach Sasuke, and Kakashi quickly used his special technique, saying, "Even if you are one of the 3 legendary Sannin of Konoha, I can stop you." Orochimaru laughed and said, "The seal you put on Sasuke is useless. Sasuke, to achieve his goal, is willing to embrace the darkest forms of power. That's the kind of heart he has, a vengeful child. He'll come looking for me eventually to gain power." He turned his back and started to leave, adding, "Oh, by the way, you wanted to kill me, didn't you? Why not try?" Suddenly, Kakashi felt something strange and couldn't move at all. He thought to himself, "I wanted to stop him, but with this immense power of his, I'm just a fool." At the same time, Zaku attacked Shino using sound waves, throwing him back. But Shino got up easily, and insects started emerging from his body. Shino said, "These insects absorb chakra, and if they all attack you, you'll die easily. If you don't want to die, surrender now. There's no way to escape." Zaku remembered his childhood, when villagers chased him for stealing from the village. They caught and beat him, and he was deeply upset because he was always weak. While wandering, he met Orochimaru, who took him in and trained him to become stronger. Zaku recalled the battles he fought after gaining the power of sound from Orochimaru and said, "I can't remain a failure." He attempted to attack Shino and the insects again using his broken arm. Suddenly, the energy in his arm exploded, rendering it immobile. He looked and saw insects inside it. Shino said, "I told you to withdraw from the beginning. I commanded the insects to block the sound vents in your arm from the start." Shino struck Zaku, throwing him to the ground, and won the fight. Neji used his Byakugan to look at Shino's body and saw living insects inside it. "I've heard of this clan before. They allow their bodies to become nests for insects, enabling them to use the insects in battle freely in exchange for their chakra." Suddenly, Kakashi appeared in front of Naruto. Sakura asked, "How's Sasuke doing now?" He replied, "He's fine and resting in a hospital bed." They looked at the screen and saw the next match, Kankuro versus Misumi from Kabuto's team. Both advanced to the arena, and the third battle began. Misumi began the attack, wrapping his body around Kankuro and managing to restrain him. He said, "Surrender, or I'll break your bones. I don't know your fighting style, but in this position, you can't do anything." Kankuro smiled and said, "Unfortunately, you're the one who's going to die now." Suddenly, his neck snapped, and everyone thought he was dead. But then he twisted his head, revealing that he was actually a puppet, which had restrained Misumi. Kankuro's real body emerged, as he had been controlling the puppet with chakra threads. He started breaking Misumi's bones, but Hayate stopped the fight and declared Kankuro the winner. Sakura said, "Everyone here is so skilled at using chakra. I hope I can learn to compete with them." The fourth match began, between Sakura and Ino. They both stepped forward to the arena. Ino said, "I never thought I'd have to fight you." The battle started between them, and Ino went to strike Sakura, but suddenly paused as memories of their past together came to her. Sakura also recalled their shared memories as children, back when Ino always outshone Sakura at school and constantly cared for her. Sakura said, "Our friendship ended because we both loved Sasuke, but now I don't care anymore. I'm much stronger than you now. I don't need any care from you." Ino replied, "And I won't hold back against you." They both resumed their battle once again. Sakura used the clone technique and managed to hit Ino easily. She said, "If you still see me as the little girl who always ran after you, then you're going to lose. Fight seriously if you want to defeat me." Kakashi commented, "Sakura is very skilled at chakra control. She can distribute it easily throughout her body, to the point where she's better than Sasuke and Naruto." Sakura and Ino started fighting again, continuing for more than 10 minutes, with their strength being very close. Ino grabbed a kunai and cut her own hair, saying, "I'm not afraid of you at all." Ino then attempted to use the mind transfer technique. Sakura said, "I know that technique very well. If you fail to aim it at me, your body won't move for at least 5 minutes." Asuma remarked, "The mind transfer technique is used for spying, not fighting. If Ino uses it like this, it's basically suicide." Kakashi added, "If Sakura moves, nothing will happen. Hayate will stop the match immediately, and Sakura will win." Sakura started running, but Ino still managed to use the technique, leaving everyone shocked. However, Sakura evaded the attack and said, "Now I've won easily." But when she looked down, she found herself trapped and unable to move. Ino began laughing and said, "I managed to immobilize you. I turned my hair into chakra threads, and now I can use the mind transfer technique effortlessly." Sakura tried to move, but it was useless. Ino successfully used the technique and controlled Sakura's mind, raising her hand to declare Sakura's surrender. But suddenly, Sakura began regaining control of her body and forced Ino out of her mind. Both of them were extremely exhausted, with very little chakra left. They attacked each other and both were thrown back, unable to move. Height declared the match a draw. Everyone was surprised by their strength. Kakashi said, "I knew Naruto and Sasuke had grown stronger, but I never expected Sakura to become this powerful. Even though they're struggling, I'm glad I nominated them for the Chunin exams." The next match was between Tenten and Temari from the Sand Village. Both stepped forward for the battle. At the same time, Sakura regained consciousness and found Ino next to her. She asked, "Did I lose the match?" Ino replied, "The result was a draw between us." She handed Sakura her forehead protector and said, "I'm proud to call you my friend, but in the next battle, I'll be the one to win with ease." The battle between Tenten and Temari began, with Lee and Guy cheering loudly for Tenten. Both stood facing each other, but neither made a move. Temari said, "Why aren't you attacking? If you're waiting for me to start, you're wrong. If I attack first, you'll die easily." Tenten began her attack, but Temari dodged it while standing in place. Tenten thought, "Impossible. I'm sure I aimed at her." She calculated the distance between them and ran to try another attack. She used her technique and launched multiple weapons, but it was no use. Temari managed to evade them again. She said, "You haven't even seen the full power of my fan. This is just the first star. If you see the third star, you'll lose instantly." Tenten pulled out 2 scrolls and used her technique, summoning 2 dragons. She grabbed ninja weapons and began attacking, but Temari blocked them. Tenten noticed her weapons were tied together with threads, but Temari deflected the attack a third time. Suddenly, Temari disappeared while standing still and began flying in the air. She used a powerful wind technique, and Tenten began taking heavy damage until she was completely defeated. The Hokage commented, "The Sand Village's ninja are extremely dangerous." Height declared Temari the winner of the 4th match. Lee ran to catch Tenten as she fell, and Temari said, "It's good you caught her. There's no place for weaklings in these battles." Lee attempted to attack her, but Guy stopped him. Gaara said to Temari, "The match is over. Don't waste your time on someone as weak as him." Guy warned them, "I'll give you one important tip. That boy is very strong. You'd better be prepared if you're going to fight him." Everyone was shocked by his words, given the immense strength of the Sand Village. The next match was announced between Shikamaru and Tsubaki from the Sound Village. Before heading to the arena, Tsubaki's leader said, "Be careful of his shadow technique." Both advanced to the arena. Shikamaru thought, "Even though I've seen their strength before, I don't know anything about it. Meanwhile, she's seen my technique already. I'll have to think differently." The match began, and Shikamaru used the shadow technique, but Tsubaki evaded it and threw metal needles with small bells attached. Shikamaru said, "That's such an old trick. Next, you'll throw one needle with a bell and one without. If I move according to the sound, I'll only avoid the first one." Shikamaru dodged her needles but noticed the bells were tied to strings. He managed to evade her attack, but suddenly fell to the ground due to the sound. Tsubaki said, "The sound of the bells creates an illusion in the brain." Shikamaru began seeing hallucinations and was hit by her needles. Just as she prepared to land the final blow, she suddenly couldn't move her body. She said, "How did he trap me? I didn't even see his shadow." She looked and saw it had merged with the strings. Shikamaru said, "I can control the thickness of my shadow." Tsubaki said, "But you won't gain anything from this. We'll just make the same movements in the end." Shikamaru grabbed a shuriken. She said, "If you attack me like this, you'll die too." Shikamaru replied, "Let's see who lasts till the end." He threw the shuriken and quickly dodged. Tsubaki, however, hit the wall hard and got injured. Shikamaru said, "Even if you move like me, the wall works differently." He was declared the winner of the match. The next match was announced between Naruto and Kiba. Naruto was extremely excited for the battle. The two stepped forward for their match. Kiba said, "I'll beat you easily with Akamaru." Naruto replied, "Get that dog out of here." Kiba smirked, "Akamaru will fight with me." Height then announced, "Dogs and insects are considered ninja tools, so it's allowed." Everyone was watching closely. Hinata whispered, "I want to cheer for Naruto, but I'm in Kiba's team." Kiba thought to himself, "I don't know how much Naruto has improved, but his original abilities are weak." He recalled their their academy days when Naruto was a complete failure and all the students mocked him. Kiba confidently said, "I'll defeat you with just one blow." Gathering his energy, Kiba transformed into a dog-like form and charged at high speed, slamming Naruto to the ground. Everyone began laughing at Naruto, assuming Kiba had already won. Suddenly, Naruto stood up again and said, "Don't underestimate me. I only held back to gauge your strength." Kiba and Akamaru rushed to attack again, throwing smoke bombs to obscure Naruto's vision. In the smoke, Naruto couldn't see anything and was repeatedly hit. When he tried to escape the smoke, Akamaru tackled him, sending him to the ground once more. Kiba celebrated with Akamaru, but then Akamaru attacked him. Shocked, Kiba realized Akamaru had transformed into Naruto. Naruto smirked, "Your dog's with me now." Everyone was impressed with Naruto's cleverness and quick thinking. Kiba said, "It's clear you've gotten stronger, but now I'll fight you with my full power." Naruto replied, "You still won't beat me." Everyone watching was astonished by Naruto's strength. Shikamaru said, "This isn't the Naruto we used to know." Asuma added, "What has Kakashi been doing with him?" Suddenly, Kiba threw a pill to Akamaru, who turned red and escaped from Naruto. Akamaru transformed into Kiba's form. Choji commented, "Kiba gave Akamaru a nutrient pill. It's a special medicine that lets someone fight for 3 days straight without tiring. On top of that, it's a painkiller." Kiba began attacking Naruto, who could barely dodge the strikes. Struggling to counterattack, Naruto focused solely on avoiding blows. Suddenly, Kiba used his special technique and struck Naruto, sending him to the ground, injured and bleeding. Naruto tried to move and said, "I won't lose here. I'm going to become Hokage." Kiba laughed at him and said, "You're so weak. I'm the one who'll become Hokage." But Naruto suddenly stood up, facing Kiba. Everyone was stunned by his resilience after taking such a powerful hit. Naruto declared, "If you try to compete with me for the title of Hokage, I'll crush you with all my strength." Kiba began mocking him, saying, "I'm going to defeat you now and make you realize your true weakness." He attacked Naruto with the same technique again, and Naruto was hit once more. Thinking to himself, "I've seen this move so many times, but I still can't avoid it." Suddenly, he used the transformation technique. When the smoke cleared, there were 3 Kibas standing. Sakura observed, "This way, he can attack them, but they can't attack him." Kiba rushed to hit one of the clones, saying, "I can easily recognize Akamaru's scent." The clone he hit transformed into Akamaru, shocking everyone. Kiba turned and hit another clone, which also transformed into Akamaru. Then Naruto appeared behind him and landed a blow. Everyone was stunned by Naruto's intelligence and how quickly he executed the plan. Kiba could no longer use the same technique. Standing up, he bit his arm, causing it to bleed, and said to himself, "I need to calm down now. I can still beat him easily." Naruto said, "I'll use my new technique now and end this fight right away." Kiba charged at him again, attacking with a flurry of blows. Naruto was knocked down, and every time he tried to stand, Kiba struck him again. When Kiba attempted to hit him once more, Naruto managed to grab his hand and throw him away. Standing up while bleeding, Naruto said, "I told you, I'm gonna be Hokage. I can't lose here." But Kiba quickly recovered and started attacking him again. Struggling, Naruto tried to get back on his feet, saying, "I told you, I won't lose." Everyone was amazed at Naruto's determination. Kiba said, "It's clear he's barely standing now. I'll finish this with my next attack." He rushed at Naruto again, but suddenly a foul smell came from Naruto. With Kiba's sensitive nose, he was badly affected. Naruto took advantage, using the shadow clone technique and running circles around Kiba. The clones all attacked him, mimicking Lee and Sasuke's style. Kakashi, smirking, said sarcastically, "So this is his new technique?" He saw Sasuke's move before and just applied it in his own way. Heiate declared Naruto the winner of the match. Everyone was thrilled for him. Naruto climbed back up, finding Hinata offering him a healing medicine to help with his injuries. Naruto used it and his wounds started to heal. Kakashi commented, "The speed of healing isn't because of the medicine but the power of the Nine Tails." Hinata then went to Kiba to give him the same medicine, but Kiba told her, "You need to take care of yourself now. Only a few participants remain, and they're all strong. Here's my advice. If you face Gaara, withdraw immediately. The same goes if you face Neji. He's ruthless and won't go easy on you." Heiate announced the next match, which was between Hinata Hyuga and Neji Hyuga. Everyone was shocked by the pairing. Both of them stepped forward for the fight. Neji said to Hinata, "I never expected to face you." Naruto asked, "Why do they both have the same last name? Are they siblings?" Kakashi explained, "They're from one of the most famous and oldest clans in the Hidden Leaf Village, the Hyuga clan. But no, they're not siblings. The Hyuga clan is divided into a main house and a branch house. Hinata is from the main house," Lee added, "and Neji is from the branch house. They're relatives, but there's been a lot of tension between the two sides over the years. This kind of thing happens in all old families like the Hyuga and the Uchiha. These families inherit special abilities, and to protect their power, they establish strict rules. In the Hyuga's case, the main house takes all the privileges, which leaves the branch house feeling resentful. That's the root of their issues. Height announced the start of the fight. Neji told Hinata, "Let me say something. Surrender now. You're not a strong ninja. All you care about is harmony and avoiding conflict. You have no confidence in yourself. I've always felt your pity for the branch family in our clan, and for that reason, you should remain a genin. I'm sure you only entered this exam because your team asked you to, not because you wanted to." Hinata replied, "No, you're wrong. I want to change myself." She remembered the time Kurenai approached the Hyuga clan leader while he was training Hinata's younger sister, Hanabi. Kurenai told him, "From now on, I'll take responsibility for Hinata. But are you sure you want her to be a ninja? She's the only heir to the Hyuga main family. If she becomes a ninja, she'll face danger and possibly death." Her father replied, "I don't care about her. Do whatever you want. The Hyuga clan doesn't need failures. Hanabi, who's 5 years younger, is already far more capable. We don't need failures in our family." Hinata thought about how she was trying to grow stronger. She looked at Neji, who told her, "You're just a spoiled child from the main house. People can't change themselves. A failure will always be a failure. Personalities and abilities don't improve. From the day people are born, their power is decided. If you try to defy your destiny, you'll suffer greatly. That's the same truth I've accepted as a member of the branch house, and I can never change it. I can see everything with the Byakugan, and I know you're pretending to be strong. Deep down, you just want to run away." Kakashi explained, "The Byakugan is one of the Hyuga clan's abilities. It's like the Sharingan, but visually it's far superior." Suddenly, Neji activated the power of his eyes, and Hinata, terrified, couldn't move. Neji said, "I can see all your fear in your eyes. Right now, you're recalling your painful past. You're constantly thinking about yourself and imagining your defeat in this fight." Naruto grew furious hearing Neji's words. Neji continued to pressure Hinata, saying, "You'll never be able to change yourself." Suddenly, Naruto shouted at her, "You can change yourself if you try." He yelled at Neji, "You're just a fool. Who gave you the right to decide other people's lives?" Then he turned to Hinata, saying, "You have to defeat him and prove your strength. I believe in you." Hinata regained her determination, recalling Naruto's constant efforts to prove his strength. She activated the power of her eyes and stood ready to fight Neji. On the other side, Neji prepared himself and said, "I'm not responsible for whatever happens to you." Lee commented, "Both of them are using the same fighting style." The fight began. Both attacked each other, trying to dodge each other's strikes. Lee remarked, "This fighting style is inherited within the Hyuga clan. Even a light hit can kill the opponent easily." Guy added, "Lee and I use a fighting style that damages the external body, but the Hyuga clan can target internal organs and destroy their cells. Even a minor strike can fatally damage vital organs." Kakashi explained, "With the Byakugan, they can see the chakra flow within the body, allowing them to target vital areas accurately." Watching the fight, they saw the intense battle continue. Suddenly, Neji landed a powerful strike to Hinata's heart. If you are excited to see the rest of the story, just get down to the comments and show me your enthusiasm. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications to get all the new videos. That's all for this video, and see you next.